Welcome back.
Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Sajith Premadasa, says that he has not requested permission from anyone to attend the commemoration event of late President Rana Singha Premadasa, which falls on the 1st of May. He made this statement while attending a Sasunata Aruna program held at the Maradana Sri Vinaya Lankara Vihara today. Speaking at a media briefing yesterday, General Secretary of the United National Party, Tisatha Nayaka, said that Deputy Leader Sajith Premadasa had obtained permission from the party to attend the commemoration.
Two individuals have obtained permission to attend the commemoration event of late President Rana Singha Premadasa, which is being organized in addition to the party's May Day celebration. One of them is Deputy Leader of the UNP, Sajith Premadasa. He sought permission and we have given him permission. Furthermore, MP Dilip Vedarachi has also sought permission and the party has decided to grant him permission as well. Deputy Leader Sajith Premadasa held discussions with me yesterday on this. He emphasized that not only does he accept the fact that the UNP May Day rally is being organized in Jaffna, he will also instruct party supporters to attend it.
අමූලික පට්ටපල් බොරුවක් ඊයේ දවසේ ප්‍රකාශ වුණේ. සම්පූර්ණ අසත්‍යයක්. මගේ පියා අභාවයට පත්තුරු දවසේ ඉඳලා
This is a blatant lie. There is no truth in the statement that was made yesterday. From the day my father passed away, every year since 1994, we have held this memorial ceremony. Never did I request permission from anyone to participate in these commemorative events of my very own father, and I have no intention of obtaining such permission in future either. However, every year I inform the party leadership that I cannot participate in the May Day celebrations as my father's death anniversary falls on the 1st of May.
ඒ වගේම මම පැහැදිලිවම ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නට ඕන තාත්තගේ ගුණ අනුස්මරණය කරන්නට අවසර ගන්නට තරම් පුතා නපුංසක නැහැ කියන එක මම මේ අවස්ථාවේ මුළු රටටම ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නට ඕන.
I wish to extend an open invitation to all parliamentarians, provincial councillors, local government representatives and all others to come and participate at the Rana Singha Premadasa commemoration ceremony if you respect his service and vision, without hesitation and without seeking permission from anyone. I also wish to reiterate that Sajith Premadasa will ensure that no disciplinary action is taken by any party or institution against those who participate. I'm not inviting you to celebrate the Tigers or Prabhakaran or Black Tigers, so remember that the UNP does not belong to people like Hitler, Pol Pot or Mussolini, but to the UNP supporters of this country.
හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂය කියන්නේ හිට්ලර්ට, පොල් පොට්ට, මුසලීනිට, පිනොෂේට අයිති පක්ෂයක් නෙමෙයි. මේ පක්ෂය අයිති මේ රටේ එක්සත් ජාතික පාක්ෂිකයින්ට.
The United Bhikkhu Front convened a media briefing in Colombo today.
මේ මැයි දිනේ පවත්වන ප්‍රේමදාස ජනාධිපතිතුමන්ගේ
It has been stated that the commemoration of Rana Singha Premadasa, which is to be held on May Day, is being held without the permission of Sajith Premadasa. Also, we do not call Tisatha Nayaka the secretary of the UNP. He is only the secretary of Sirikota. He is Ranil Wickramasinghe's secretary. He has said that two parliamentarians, Deputy Leader Sajith Premadasa and Dilip Vedarachi, have obtained permission to participate in the memorial event instead of going to Jaffna. I do not think and I believe that Sajith Premadasa is not such a spineless leader. I believe he will make a statement to the media soon, and I can responsibly state that whether known or unknown to him, no permission was sought. This memorial event and march from near the Sugadadasa Stadium to Hulsdorf is being held with his blessings.
සුගතදාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය ළඟ ඉඳලා අලුත්කඩේ උසාවි සංකීර්ණය දක්වා පැවැත්වෙන්නේ.
Minister of Land and Land Development Janaka Bandara Tennakoon says that the mosque in Dambulla, which has been the subject of much controversy, is situated outside the sacred area. The minister made this statement during a media briefing at the ministry today.
Sumangala Thera has charged that I sold the land on which the mosque stands belongs to the Muslim people. Even though it can be taken over like other lands were taken over, no one has asked these people to leave. Like there are Sinhalese people, there are Muslim people there as well. I believe that an issue which could have been resolved peacefully has now been aggravated to the international level, and I believe that an unnecessary problem has been created in the country. In 2001, the local authority exempted the mosque from taxes. This has been maintained up to now. If it is illegal, then the local government institution cannot exempt it from taxes. The president also spoke to me and said, "Janaka, either remove this or try to resolve it." I told him, "Sir, I will look into it." Thereafter, I spoke to the secretary to the Ministry of Buddha Sasana on the 23rd, and I had to call the Prime Minister 3 times before I convened this meeting. The sacred area is beyond the Kandalan Junction. The mosque is on the other side of the Kandalan Junction. There is also a Kali Kovil in front of this. Until the law is properly implemented in the country, we cannot hope to establish the world we want in this country.
Meanwhile, a collective of Muslim organizations also convened a media briefing and expressed their views on the matter.
The government has the responsibility of protecting democracy in the country, protecting the rights of the people, protecting the people's right to follow their religion. But we can see that no action has been taken on this matter. So then the question arises as to where the rule of law in this country has gone to. I am asking all the Muslim ministers in this government to resign. Can you have one law for the singular Buddhists, another law for the Muslims and another law for the Christians? There is no such law in this country. It may be the case in other countries, but no such law has been enacted in this country. Meanwhile, the controversial mosque was also the subject of debate in the Eastern Provincial Council yesterday. When problems crop up with regard to our country in the international arena, Muslim nations supported us. During the Geneva problem as well, we obtained the help of Muslim nations. Now they have broken this mosque. In this backdrop, the nations that supported us are wondering what is going on in our country. Meanwhile, the Iranian government has expressed confidence in the Prime Minister to resolve the controversy on attempts to remove the mosque in Dambulla. The BBC Sinhala service reports that in a letter to Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne, the Iranian ambassador in Colombo had expressed confidence in the parties reaching an amicable solution with regard to the issue. Issuing a media release, Director General of Government Information, Professor Aryaratne Athugala, says that the attention of the government has been drawn to the situation that arose recently in the Dambulla sacred area. The release issued by the Director General of Government Information states that even though various mechanisms and actions are used through international influence or extremist groups to cause confrontations in the country, the government is dedicated to look into the matter and take the correct action. He states that the government, including the President and Prime Minister, are focused on the situation that has arisen in Dambulla. Meanwhile, our cameras captured the manner in which security had been tightened at the controversial place of worship and the surrounding areas in Dambulla.
The Supreme Court today suspended the interdiction of a teacher at a prominent boys' school in Colombo by the Secretary to the Ministry of Education on the 27th of January this year. The interdiction was suspended following the consideration of a fundamental rights petition filed by the teacher, in which she states that her right to equal treatment guaranteed by the Constitution had been violated by the decision of the Secretary to the Ministry of Education.
In the letter of interdiction issued by the Secretary, Ministry of Education, dated the 27th of January, it is stated that by making a statement to the media without authorization from the Education Secretary or a competent authority, the teacher had violated the establishment code. However, the letter does not specify the purported statement nor the media outlet. On the 27th of November last year, this teacher told Action TV that following an investigation by the Ministry of Education into an inappropriate act committed against her within the school premises during school hours, instead of taking disciplinary action against the offenders, she had been the target of vengeful acts. The fundamental rights petition filed in the Supreme Court notes that according to clause 3111, section 48 of the Establishment Code cited by the Education Secretary in his letter, a violation occurs when a public official makes a statement to the media against the government or the institution to which he or she is attached to. The counsel representing the petitioner clarified before court that his client had only made a statement regarding a personal grievance and had not made any statement against the government or the Ministry of Education. The three-member bench, comprising of Justices Shirani Tilakawardena, K. Sripavan and P. A. Ratnayaka, considering this fact, also ordered the cessation of a disciplinary inquiry commenced by the Ministry of Education against the petitioner.
The Secretary to the Ministry of Education, the Public Services Commission, the principal of the school at the time, and a teacher who was attached to the school at the time had been cited as respondents in this petition. The petition will be taken up again on the 10th of October.